Hey, what's up you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more iZombie. Now this is going to be an interesting one. So, bit of backstory. I am deathly afraid of zombies, just in case you didn't know. Like, that's like one thing that I'm just afraid of. And every single time that I post about selecting the pilots for each month, on the post says no horror, no zombies, right? And everyone has like been lovely, and I just realized I'm not wearing my choker. This is already going terribly. Alright. So anyways, everyone's been really, like, respective about that and, like, understood that I'm afraid of these things. And since then, I've watched a lot of TV shows, a lot of gore, a lot of TV shows have had zombies on them, and I'm not happy about that. But yeah, there was also someone that suggested iZombie long time ago. And I was like, nope, absolutely not. Zombies, no way. And then somebody at the pilot tier selected the pilot and, like, managed to convince me into doing it. Now, I reacted to it, what was it? It was September 1st, 2018. So it was a while ago that I reacted to the pilot. But I actually enjoyed it. I was scared and I freaked out quite a bit, but I actually enjoyed it. Fast forward to now. About 2 weeks ago, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago or something, I made a post asking you guys if you guys wanted to choose what Thursday's binge show would be. I'm gonna go season by season, so like each time I finish the season that you guys have picked, we'll do another poll, and we'll pick another show and do a season of that. Anyways, and iZombie was on the first poll, because I listed a bunch of stuff that I enjoyed, from the pilot tier, and yeah, iZombie was on there. And it won. It really won. But yes, it was my idea to put this on the list, so here we are. The plan is I'm going to be binging the first season. Obviously, I've already done the first episode, and I did just rewatch my reaction to the first episode, so I understood the premise of the show and everything again, and the way that I felt about it when I watched it. So I do remember the premise of the show now. I hope you guys are excited. I'm sorry that was a really long-winded explanation, but I figured I would, catch you guys up just in case you were curious. I'm sure there are people out there that are like, what? You're watching a zombie show? How did I not know this? I thought you were scared of them. I am. Oh boy, I am. So this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into the second episode of the season.
My name is Liv Moore, and I died, sort of. I had a promising career and a
I
great
just find it so
family.
funny. Her name
then
is
I went
Liv
to the world's
Moore.
first boat party and got turned into a zombie. I used to help.
Also, I
murders.
believe that this is
I worked
created
with a
by the same
detective who
person
thinks
that
I'm a
did
psychic, and my
Veronica
boss,
Mars.
the medical examiner, the only person.
And, while rewatching the pilot, I did get Veronica Mars feels, like with the narrating. I don't know, just it sounded like Veronica Mars. But also, since watching the pilot, I have also seen the pilot of True Calling, which this reminded me a lot of that. So it's interesting. It's like a mixture, I guess.
It would
Should
be
have
nice
gotten
if
like a
just
bear or
once you would
something.
call.
You know how he
if
is
I'm
when he's
scared.
working. No sense of time. Javier, you missed a great dinner.
Lola! Oh, yeah!
I like the cartoony style. think it's cute.
Cause of death. I assume we're going with drowning, correct?
So he was a well-known artist?
Javier Urbano. His paintings are very popular. It's a straight shot from the orbital cavity to the carotid artery, so death was likely instantaneous.
So is he like a
pushing an off
CSI
button.
now?
Well, stabbing an off button that's
Why
located
is he
behind
here
someone's
if
eye
he's
using
not?
the handle of a paintbrush.
Like, isn't he just a morgue attendant?
I'll know more when I get back to the morgue.
Is the crime scene inspiring, you know, any otherworldly communications or conjurings or what have you?
Wow, you're really a flip to the last page of the book type guy, huh?
It's always the wife. Unless the wife is the dead one, then it's the husband.
Well, in Lucifer,
I'm
it's
just
always
hoping
the
something sparks its sense
it's
of
always
looking
the
at great things.
partner.
No, you're speaking.
Detective.
My need to feed on brains is weird, but how many people can say that satisfying their munchies could potentially help solve a murder case? This is my contribution to society.
I was gonna rename this Major's Excuse to Come Over, but I'm trying to maintain an air of mystery. No, but seriously, I figured after 6 months, you were probably really missing your tiny face sander thing and that magnifying mirror that makes pores look like manholes.
Should I not be here?
No, I was just heading out.
So, what is their connection
I
exactly?
also
Because they seemed
have
like
an
they were
entire
quite
closet
close
full
or
of
something.
engagement gifts, so just let me know if you want anything.
He probably shouldn't come by here.
Why? Because it's too hard? What does that tell you?
Want to grab a bite?
How about no? Gilbert, go
What's
away.
more meta than a zombie having a bad zombie dream? No
No
luck
an
in my
episode
search
of
for
Supernatural.
Mystery Zombie number 2. Been through all the photos on the Facebook pages of everyone who was listed as being at the party.
Maybe you should take a break. You know, chill out. Clear your mind. Here.
Unless step 1 is forget that you might turn your loved one into a zombie and just have at it, this is not the article for me. It's why I can't have the man I planned on spending my life with doing drop-bys. It hurts too much.
Someone's here.
Is that shock at sex tip 4? Because I didn't understand it either.
Javier was having an affair.
Did Javier happen to call out the girl's name?
No, he just called her his sugar flower or his honey goddess. Both sound better in Spanish.
I didn't hear either of
Mostly
those.
talked about God. And the way she moved,
Okay, I think I get it.
it was like watching a flower bloom.
Very helpful, thank you.
That's right. So she'd be
Arching
really attracted
blooming.
to this
Someone
woman
came in
because
that you
she's
didn't see, but was probably
eating his brains.
I didn't say that.
I'm gonna take off. You call me if you need anything.
That's sugar flower from my vision.
I wonder if she's
Sorry
gonna
to
like
interrupt
hit on
you,
her or
Mrs.
something
Urbano.
like that.
I had a few more
I'm
questions.
curious.
Of course, and it's Norma, please. And this is my dear friend Tasha. She's my favorite of all of Javier's lovers.
It sounds like you were at the mercy
So
of it
the
as
chick
well.
seemed like
I
she was
never
like,
mind.
oh,
I
someone's
just wanted
here.
him to
Like
feel free
maybe
to do
she was having an
whatever
affair.
he needed to do. I respected his process.
That is really beautiful. Seriously, he sounds amazing.
The other women were not, and what he was getting out of the relationship, he knew all about my dalliances. Nobody
She
but
just
her.
what?
It's not like. It bothers me that you're being dismissive about my husband's art and our marriage. Monogamy was not important to us. What Javier and I had was beyond the physical.
Of course, I might have been paying closer attention than you. You seemed a little distracted. Plus, it's always the spouse. Huh.
He's so sure of that.
An email from your boss.
I reckon the
Wait,
lover
I'm being totally
has
serious
a
now.
husband or something, and he did it.
if you find a pair of
So
Clorox
technically it
coils
is
in Lola's closet, can
The
you ask her where
lover,
she got them?
but not his. I think.
He's a police sketch artist. I happened to run into him at the commissary and we got to talking and, well, I mentioned your issue trying to locate a certain blonde gentleman.
There was something historic about his chin. I think the nose needs to be more alert,
I thought you said it was soft and gradual like a sand hill.
but with an alertness.
Great.
Very dismissive.
9:30 p.m.
Right,
walking
because
back
he's
to the
he was an
loft and
artist. So,
discovered Javier.
right.
We have all been friends for years.
Your
And how
Kentucky
close
Fried
are you and
Chicken.
Lola?
Very close. She's one of my dearest friends.
That is the same guy, right?
Nothing more than that, not ever. She's totally
From
devoted to
Supernatural?
Javier.
You don't sound like a very big fan of your client.
Oh, I was a huge fan. Some of the best times of my life were with Javier. He was a brilliant artist, not a great husband. You know, instead of grilling his friend, maybe take a look at one of the countless jilted boyfriends of the girls Javier slept with.
That's what I said.
In elementary school, I could barely trace my hand to draw a turkey.
Well, when you finish, I'll send it out to the boat massacre survivors. You know, maybe someone will recognize him.
A couple scoops of Javier's brain in a microwave pizza roll, and I find myself feeling passionate.
Does she keep these skills?
Inspired.
Like,
I'm
is she
not
still
just drawn to
klepto?
beauty. I want to
Or
possess
is it just
make love to it.
for a little
I walk
while?
into a room.
Heard you were looking for me.
It's fine. He's not doing anything zombie right now. It's okay. We're good.
Just so we're on the same page here. What do you want with me?
I wanted to meet you.
Because?
Because I had a vision of you as a zombie chasing a man through an alley. You were about to rip open his skull.
Getting your brains on the job. That's well played.
Well, how do you get your brains?
Oh, I get mine the hardest way possible. A grave rob. Super fun. I should
Something tells me that's not
have
true.
gone into medicine. That guy you saw me chase in the vision, he tried to mug me, just so you know. He came at me, so I raged out, or whatever.
They call it zombie mode.
Really? Aren't we already kind of in zombie mode?
Well, actually, I call it full-on zombie mode.
Huh. Before I knew it, sirens are blaring, and I'm still about to crack this guy's head open for just the tiniest taste of brain, which is the single most disgusting thing a person can eat.
That it is.
It's the consistency that kills me.
I can't get around it, and there's that weird metallic taste.
Who knew death would be
I mean,
this
you're
isolating,
mixing food into the brains, so I mean, it's not like you can't eat normally.
You really nailed the historic chin. Bravo. Thrilled to have you here.
I have zero clue as to how this happened to me. Granted, I was super high the night of the boat
So
party.
this is very early,
It's so crazy
like, to
be
find
talking
this
about
guy.
this. So how'd you become a zombie?
You tried to sell me utopium, smacked my ass, and went all rage zombie and clawed my forearm.
No, seriously. How do I even apologize for something like that? I swear to God, I wasn't 95% sure I would survive. I would throw myself off a bridge right now. I would be...
Meant to hurt you.
Calm down now. We're all adults here. Now I've ruined something you love.
Did you just... Excuse me.
I don't really trust him, and I don't know why.
And it was Tasha's jealous boyfriend.
A jealous boyfriend, huh?
That's what I said.
He already may have been trying to deflect the attention away from himself, but it's a lead worth following up.
The one with the gleaming crystal eyes and the mouth that looks like it just finished eating a peach.
How about you just tell me what color shirt he's wearing?
Cerulean. Do you have a little Native American in your ancestry? Because those cheekbones.
Ms. Moore.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a quarter Cherokee.
Yeah, you are.
Do I need to ask you to leave?
Javier dumped her a few months ago for a younger version. That's the kind of guy she left me for. Someone who'll bang his best friend's 18-year-old daughter.
Artie? His manager's daughter?
You gotta let me buy you a drink. I need something in the wind column today.
I think you need to set the bar a little bit higher. Buying somebody a drink doesn't seem
Hey,
like much
she's
of
on
a
Smallville.
proposition. Listen, you're incredibly charming. But the age difference isn't something I'm into.
Oh yeah, age difference. Not really a turn on, right? You're gonna... No! Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for, like, not showing me. I'm good.
Come on in.
Odd person who's taken over Liv's body. Really should have done some homework because no one is gonna buy this.
Hey. Sorry, I was kind of in the
Rude.
zone or something. Hi. It's a new hobby.
This coming from the girl who said hobbies were for people under 12 or over 65. I tried to get you to listen to jazz for years. You said you thought the lack of structure was narcissistic and you'd rather listen to someone dropping cutlery.
Why was I such a jerk?
Sounds like me.
Who knows?
She seems very happy. And lovey.
You understand why I'm not ready to kiss and make up, right?
Yeah, I get it. I turned you into a zombie. You saw me almost kill a guy. I'm not the same person I was the night of the boat party. At least I'm trying not to be.
I'm not dealing anymore, much to the chagrin of my former employer, and I've cut all the poisonous people out of my life. Who are apparently the only kind of people in my life. Procuring brains is kind of a massive undertaking, so I was hoping from time to time you might be so inclined as to help a brother out.
I'll come by later.
I mean, in a way, like, you're making sure that he doesn't eat human brains. So, it's good. I don't...
Boss is looking for you. He wonders where you've been.
Why don't you tell him I'll come by the club tomorrow night, huh?
He wants to see you now.
Yeah, now's not so good for me. I want to attend to my business right now, and I want not to go with you to a second location. And I have to be honest with you, I'm feeling a little threatened here, and I find that disconcerting.
I've changed. I've cut all the poisonous people out of my life.
Well, to be fair,
You can either get in on your own.
he is trying to.
Or Hutch can wad you up into a little
at
bowl
least.
and throw you in. Crazy what happened out on the lake. The way you disappeared, everyone thought you was dead.
Well, they were half right.
Yep. I figured as much.
Can I come in? Would you look at this place? You've done very well. Who knew there was so much money in trend spotting?
You turned her.
That's very
Okay.
good. For a mere $25K a month, I've got the brains you need to keep all your pistons firing. Sure, you'll need frequent spray tans and a considerably better colorist to do something with that hair.
Tina? Will you bring my checkbook?
Okay.
Know that I do appreciate you being protective of me.
I think he's a liar and a phony, and I think he's just using me for my brains. Well, their brains. I don't know what to do. I don't trust him. I think he's dangerous.
Hey.
You're
I
right.
was wondering if you're free tonight. There's a posthumous art show for Javier's work at his loft. I already attempted to withdraw just down the street from Javier's and Lola's loft. It was at 6:45 p.m., which puts him in close proximity to Javier and without an alibi during the window you gave me for the time of the murder.
Why would Lola cover for him?
I plan on asking her that very question tonight.
Who has that kind of money?
The instant Javier died, the price of his paintings started going through the roof. Even his older work is almost triple the price. The best thing an artist can do for their career is die.
Anyone here seen the Lucifer pilot? It's the manager. Interesting.
You just stand there, or oh, should I find some personal items for you to touch?
I kind of just walk around and hope something happens. Sounds kind of lame now that I say it out loud.
No, it doesn't. No, you're on a quest for visions, a vision quest, if you will.
How long was Artie gone?
I don't remember. Not long. 20 minutes?
20 minutes. And how long of a walk is it from the restaurant to your loft? About 5?
My ex-boyfriend is here and he's not supposed to be.
Okay.
I have a restraining order. He's not allowed within 50 yards of me ever.
Javier not only left his art behind, he left a part of himself. If I'd never come back from the lake that night, what would my loved ones have?
But Javier would have loved you. And now he'll never get to lay a hand on you, will he?
Oh, Becca.
Someone was
My
pregnant.
darling girl.
A boy, Javier?
That's a good one.
Mr. Fish, Javier's paintings selling for 3 times their previous value? What's your cut?
And here I thought you were an art lover. Excuse me, detective. I'm gonna go somewhere you're not.
The extra cash has got to help pay off some of those debts of yours. And maybe now you can get 20 bucks from an ATM when you need it.
Maybe you killed him because he knocked up your teenage daughter.
What did you say?
Javier was like an uncle to Becca. Yeah, there was love there, but it wasn't.
Oh, come on, you expect us to believe you didn't know?
But if Javier was on the bottom step, He stumbles backwards. The killer could have been Liv's size.
Are you sure about this pregnancy? Lola, the waitress at the restaurant wasn't sure what time you arrived, only that Artie left to go to an ATM. You killed Javier before you even got there. You found out he was gonna have the baby and start the family he never had with you.
When I got back from the ATM, there you were. 30 minutes late and practically hyperventilating, remember? I reached up with my napkin to wipe what I thought was red paint from your cheek.
He was leaving me to start a family with
So
an
what's the spouse?
18-year-old girl.
Lola Albano, you have the right to remain silent.
You little albino tease, look what you did to me.
Rude.
There's a second pair of cuffs in my car. You mind grabbing them for me?
I guess you were right. It's always the wife. I want to leave something more than impressive report cards to remember me by. There is so much beauty in the world, and that's all that matters. Inspiration, love. Apparently that mix CD was a gateway drug. I'm gonna need a more substantial fix.
Oh, yeah, okay, come on in.
I want you to come sit with me.
Are you drunk?
I just want to be here with you. Let's hang out.
You want to hang out?
I can't take another second of not being close to you. I just can't.
What the hell, Liv? The day I came to drop off your stuff, you could barely look me in the eye, and now you can't take not being close to me? You need to go.
Major?
No, just go, all right?
The passionate mind is selfish.
I mean, I get
it's so
it.
focused on what it desires, reason becomes background noise. Javier's brain made me cross the line that divides what I long for and what I can never have. There were parts of me that were dead even before I became a zombie. So maybe that means it's possible for parts of me to spring to life, even now that I'm dead.
Alrighty, well that was iZombie Season 1, Episode 2. What's his name? I'm gonna find out. Hold on. Okay, so his name is Blaine. Interesting. I liked that we were introduced to his character, and I immediately didn't trust him. Basically, probably because of, like, his previous roles that I've seen him in. Like, he was in Season 2 of Heroes, and he was also in The Vampire Diaries, and he's been in Once Upon a Time as well. But anyways, but I am intrigued by, like, his character. He seems very charismatic, and I like, you know, I like me a good bad guy, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Then we got, he also turned another person. I assume he did it on purpose, but I don't know. What's his game exactly? I'm curious. The case of the week, I mean, it was the spouse all along. I hope it's actually not always the spouse, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.